Okay, what we got? So let's see. On the buff list, Cypher, Golanox, Divinicore, Nitro, Techie, Vanguard, Kog'Maw, Alawi, Shyvana, Skarner, Elise. Exciting. Zeri, MF, Renekton, Koboko, Bastion Emblem, Martian Emblem, Dynamo Emblem, Slayer Emblem. Bunch of this stuff. Nerf, Nefiri, TF, Brand, Nico, Vex. Manazane, okay. Golemify, there's a bunch of them. Golemify, Blue Battery. Blue Battery was doing really well with whatchamacallit. That wasn't very descriptive, I know. Blue Battery is doing really well with like Yumi stuff. So I want to see that get nerfed. And then adjusted some cyber implants and hostile takeover. Vex as well, yeah. Obviously is very good with Vex too. Let's take a peek. All right, okay, go. Okay, we got wait. This Garen is a Giga Chad, bro. Holy, the demon. Flying cosmetic tiers. Okay, right, let's go on to PvE loot. Okay, the start of Cyber City has to provide enough loot to typically fully itemize 2 carries and a primary tank. We've since lowered the amount of total loot you get, but we're still seeing gamers have ever so slightly too much on average. With our loot changes in 14.4, you can expect to see about one less item component and in a few cases one less silver/blue loot orb. Okay, and that sounds pretty good. No longer adding 2 additional components like Scuttle Puddle and Crab Rave I like a lot. I mean, it does feel like there's been way too many resources in the game, so I like this quite a bit. Black market augments are some of the most exciting augments in Cyber City, but they're far too rare for how many total black market augments there are. Okay, so we see more on 2-1. Probably really good to nerf Blue Battery if you're doing that, so that's nice. Hacked Golem Armory, Golem Generator. Golem Generator has been replaced with the RNG Golem. It's equipped with a random emblem, a random artifact, and a random rating item. Maybe you take that if you're... I don't know, when would you take that? Maybe if you're going super first, or if you're going, like, super dead last. uh... Maybe you like you're playing 7 anima and you're able to go 9, and if you get anima spat you win the game, but if you don't, you're like always losing to this guy who has like Cho 3 or something. You click this. I mean, no one's gonna have Cho 3 on 4th or whatever, I guess, but who knows. Improving the 13 turn egg is really good, I think, because it was always click 9 before. Cypher AD/AP after cash out went up. Up again. Okay, so like they're really trying to make you play 4 Cypher after cash out. And that's a lot of stats. Like a lot of stats. Divinicore bonus went 110, 120, okay, 110, 125. Oh, so very vertical Divinicore got a lot better. So 210, 190, 165, where before it was 200, 180, 165. So like the more vertical you get, the better. Like 70 got 70 and or rather the 7 piece and the 6 piece got quite a bit better. Base damage amp on 6 gold or 4 and 6 gold and Ox went up, which is cool. Let's see, we got Nitro Chrome going up. Okay, so you get more from 3-star units. That's interesting. I mean, normally you only 3-star 1 or 2 of them, but this could be useful. I think it's like, I mean, it's a slight powered buff, which is nice. Nitro 4-piece laser damage went up quite a bit, actually. Holy crap. Wait a second. I went up like 10%. That feels like a lot. That's good. I mean, the T-Hex, if you watched the latest video I put out, the T-Hex went crazy. And this T-Hex is going to be even crazier. Trying to make people... Oh, not making people play Vertical Techie. They're making Vertical Techie worse. I guess Vertical Techie was going crazy. I don't think I'd seen it too much, but... Huh. I wonder why this happened. I wonder what people were playing to make this happen. Maybe, like, when you had a Techie spat and, like, the high roll spot, it was just too strong. Because you don't see people, like, default Techie a lot. Vanguard durability while shielded went up. Vanguard 6-piece durability went up. So Vanguard just got better. That's a little bit surprising. I mean, is the 6-piece getting better, I guess, as well as normal ones? They must have nerfed... Maybe they nerfed some of the other ones then, right? Because I feel like Martian Vanguard is... Oh, is Techie a buff? Am I crazy? Am I looking at it wrong? Oh, it is a buff. I'm stupid. Okay, it is a buff. Yeah, sorry. Techie is a buff. I'm unable to read. That's like TFT player moment. Sorry. Techie is a buff. A little bit buff. A little bit of buff there is nice. Vomit harder. All right, Cog. The Cog reroll might finally be seen the light of day. It's been seen the light of day a little bit with Boombot spat stuff, but like, and think Cog 2 has been like crazy good, I feel like. So this is gonna make Cog 2 better more than Cog 3 probably, but maybe Cog 3 has some lines now. Let's see. Alawi Armor and MR goes up. Also, I think I might just upload this to YouTube potentially as like a patch rundown. So Alawi Armor and MR went up. So I mean, her a little buff for Lowy is probably nice. And the Fury damage went down, which is so sad. Oh, so all this really means though, or no, this is the alpha damage, right? Or so no. So how Fury's amp works is that the alphas are added per amp. So this made vertical amp Nefiri worse, but actually made I mean it's not affecting like 2 to 3 amp Nefiri quite as much. I would say you're losing less damage overall. And the more amp you play, the more this affects Nefiri. So honestly, this is totally fine. I mean, if you play Nitro Nefiri, this is like not really that big of a deal. And like 5 amp Nefiri, probably not a bad idea to nerf for a little bit. Shyvana got buffed, a little bit of a mana buff. Actually, quite a bit of a mana buff. She's going to cast much sooner now, which I think Shyvana 1 probably feels a lot better. Shyvana 2 and 3 got buffs. Skarner mana went down, which is really good for him. He's buffed. I mean, the Skarner and Cog buff maybe makes Skarner Cog reroll a thing. Oh, there's an amp buff. Okay. I guess we'll get to that. Skarner spelled. Okay, wait. Skarner got like. Wait, I was reading the same thing. Skarner did get buffed a lot, though. Rebel Skarner is gonna fucking pump on stage 3, stage 2 and 3. TF empowered card damage went down. Oh, TF got like hit crazy. TF2 gets hit. I wonder what the percentages are. They're probably the same percent each piece, but I feel like TF2 is gonna be so much worse now. Someone is rooming outside. Got nerf Saikuno. Was he playing TF every single game? At least getting a mana buff. Oh my god. Dude, at least was already. I feel like at least was so good if you knew how to play around her with Nitro stuff, and she just got buffed, so I'm excited for this. She's gonna be insane. Less base damage than before last patch, and less AP on auto. So he's like dead now? Maybe. I don't know. They went pretty hard on him. I would say TF is probably significantly weaker. So maybe he won't keep up. I think the problem with TF being simply weaker, particularly TF2. Like what I maybe would have wanted to see is like a TF2 nerf and a TF2 neutral and like a TF3 buff. Or sorry, nerf, not buff. Make him cap out a little bit lower, maybe, or even the other way around. Like makes TF2 worse, make TF3 better. I feel like if you either take the route of like make TF2 weaker, and then you're less stable, but if you hit the TF3, you're really strong, or make TF2 the same, make him still really strong, but you cap out. You have to hit more to cap out than just TF3. But instead, they just nerfed him really hard. So we'll see. I mean, I don't think it's maybe it'll be fine. It might be totally fine. I'm not too sure. I can't say. I'm kind of an idiot. So Brand Mana got a huge nerf. This is an extra auto off the first cast. So Manazane Brand, between this and the nerf to Manazane that we're going to see shortly, that I imagine is like to the amount of mana generated, Manazane Brand is probably significantly worse, because if you go Manazane Brand, he's taking so long to get to his first cast. Not always describes the target after 0.75 seconds, though. That's good. And maybe this is just to compensate for how much faster he's going to be. Like he's going to be able to auto again quite a lot faster, but we'll see. Yeah, effect duration 1.9. Previous is 1.5 seconds after the missile landed, so between 1.4 and 2.9. MF AD went up. That's exciting, dude. I feel like Nitro Dynamo is probably a thing next patch. Nico mana went up. Max primary spell damage went down. So still very tied to Gunblade. Interesting. I kind of thought they would nerf her interaction with Gunblade. I feel like this just makes her even more reliant on Gunblade, but I guess she was always going to be anyways. Zeri attack speed went up. Crazy. Renekton gets buffed. Renekton ability cast goes to... Wait, okay. 300% AD plus 30%. Okay, so AP Renekton's the thing. Go Rabadon's Renekton, put him in the front line, he just blows up everything around him. Early. I mean, it's not a good enough ratio to actually blow everything around him, but he won't be nuking people with his first cast. I mean, people are playing him with rapid fire anyway, so he was barely even hitting him with his first cast, so it's not really a big deal. Renekton 2 got better. It's probably good. Renekton Double Strike got better. Renekton Triple Strike got better. I think buffing Renekton's good. Buffing Renekton and Zeri in the same patch might be scary unless they nerf rapid fire in some way, though, because rapid fire Renekton was already a demon. And so this is going to make him like significantly more of a demon. It should hopefully make him playable outside of that as well, but I don't know. He doesn't need a weapon. He's a champion augment. Okay, they're buffing this so much. Thank God. I mean, hopefully this is playable. I think it's hard. I think it's going to be hard for it to be playable just because Jax, your augment as like a concept is really hard in that he just gets stuck on front line really easily, and he's like not that tanky. But everyone to force fire and in your lobbies. I mean, it is hard to hit, so hopefully people try to hit it and they just die. I think it's gonna be like Renekton 1 with Rapid Fire Spat is gonna be such a fucking monster. Preparation 1 HP per stack, 20 to 30. Okay. Wolf and Chain got buffed a lot as well. I think these are still both really hard to click. Maybe if Anima got a buff as well or something. Vanguard did get a buff, so I don't know. Gold augments. 10,000 IQ is back in the game. So it gets a Yumi and an Echo. Glory War is always granted for 5 rounds. It's just clarifying that. That's good. It goes from 2 to 8, which is nice. And then you get a completed item Anvil. Okay, this is significantly better. Yeah, Silas is quite a bit worse as well. I think these are still both really bad, probably. Maybe not. Maybe they're fine. I think conceptually they just like are hard to play around because like there's a lot of single target damage and they both just pop. But this was a lot worse. So hopefully they both feel playable. Bronze Life 1 damage amp per trait went up. Hopefully it makes wider boards more playable. You only ever see Bronze Life often. So you remember like what Bronze Life taken in last set? It was like the mutant stuff, right? Not mutant. What was it called? It was like what Urgot and Mundo and stuff were. Where like you could naturally play a lot of traits already in a or like with Black Rose as well. You like play it in comps that naturally just had a lot of traits. You wouldn't really change them that much. Experiment, thank you. But hopefully the like buffs like this make it so that people are willing to cook a little bit more. Makes it more worth it to cook. Because like right now there's not a lot of like super wide trait boards in the meta. It's a lot of like vertical, right? As in like you're playing 4 marksman, 4 vanguard, or you're playing 7 street demon, or you're playing what's the other guy? Uh that's really popular. Vex. I guess Vex is like wider. And it's gonna make Vex better, I guess. Curious Saver grants items retroactively if picked at higher levels than the level threshold. No, Curious Chosen already worked this way. Okay. I mean that's good. Hopefully the other things work as well. Climb the ladder 2 stats, 6 to 5. Hopefully this specifies this, by the way. I think that was the problem. That didn't specify that it was retroactive. Climb the ladder getting worse is that's interesting because if they're nerfing, I wonder if they're nerfing 7 Street Demon. I need to see the traits, I suppose. Sign number implants 2 no longer appears on 2-1. Okay, it's probably pretty good. Flatline got nerfed. Golemify got nerfed quite a bit. Probably for the best. This augment was nuts. It was nuts for particularly like the way people were trying to play the game with like I was talking about this earlier on stream. People were playing the game in a way where like this is almost always super duper clickable because you're just trying to like play really light to level 8, like not invest a lot of gold in your board, not put a lot of gold in your bench. And so you just get this free fucking massive HP. You put like 10 gold for this golem that wins you the game for free. Not for free, but you know, it was very strong. High score got nerfed. Okay. Dang. I know attack speed on this actually feels pretty rough. A high voltage damage increase 25 to 15. Hostile takeover, band, and double up. I wonder what caused this. This feels like it has a funny story behind it. No scout, no pivot, HP per turn. I mean, I'm sure it's just that the stats looks broken, but like, I guess you just like your buddy comes in and you just get infinite cipher stacks. Yeah, this is a little bit sad. I feel like high voltage is so fun. This makes I feel like this makes the game a little less fun for me. Like I played a game yesterday where I had Kobuko with double spark plus trench coat, and it was my whole board was like 6 bruiser with that Kobuko. I mean, definitely you play the game in a weird way, but I think it was a fun. I think it was one of those things like if being hidden OP was actually really fun. It was probably so you kill more units. Oh, gotcha. That makes sense. So why Hostile Takeover was nerfed because you go to your buddy's board and then you just kill a bunch of stuff and you get like 100 stacks in one turn. Para 4s got nerfed again. I was gonna pivot, got buffed. Dog stonks, dude. Nitro stonks are up. As long as this doesn't, so when you turn in the T hex, it used to reset all the stacks on your T hex or on your Nitro turret because it would get no scout no pivot stuff. But I think they might have actually just made it so it doesn't get no scout no pivot things anymore to fix that. Full patches ago, I'm not sure. I think it is. I think it is not working on the T hex anyways though. So actually maybe it's whatever. They should make you play different. I agree. Yeah, I think high voltage was fun. A pair of fours, 4 cost granted. Oh, okay, it got nerfed from the stats, but it gives one more 3 cost or 4 cost. I think that's cool. Prep 2 got buffed a little bit. Spirit Link base HP regen went down. I think that's good. Spirit Link was really strong. Blue Battery nerfed. Bronze for Life 2 buffed. Bulky Buddies nerfed. Siren Plants 3 no longer appears on 2/1. Again, good. Transient Resolve, Armored Mar increase goes up a lot. Maybe we get some Titan's Dog or something. I don't know. Titans Koboko, something like that. Hard Commit grants 3 gold on selection in every stage. Okay, I mean, it's probably good. Makes it more clickable. High-end shopping, and lobbies like these that hard, like literally hard commit you, no pun intended, really need to have a lot of power in the econ they give, because like if you get, if you have a techie opener and that gives you, or like you have like double sword, right, and this shit gives you like techie spat, it's so hard, and which is why it needs stuff like extra gold to make it playable. The problem is like it's a fine line to draw, because a fine line to walk, because it's really easy to make it like too strong and then you click it every time. But yeah, it might be too strong. We'll see. We shall see. Oh, it's future sight nerfed. Oh, it's disabled. I missed that. That's big. High end shopping gold grand 6 to 12. They just decided it wasn't fun. Disable future sight, which despite receiving nerf, is continue to overperform and outrage enemies. Yeah, makes sense. Shopping Silent God gets more gold. Shopping spree, it's less gold. I am a little bit worried about this, but hopefully, thing is, I feel like this is unclickable right now unless you want to like really gamble your game. So hopefully, it's more clickable but not broken. Why spending XP gain 2 XP per reroll with 3 XP per 2 rerolls? Okay, and why spending was widely considered to be super strong, so I think that's fair. Bastion Emblem R to AP ratio went up. A Bastion Vagar moment, but you put the spat on him. It's time. Time Emblem damage amp went up. Marksman Emblem armor shred went up. Slayer Emblem healing went up. Mana Zane starting mana went down. Okay, and the tactic and the AD went down. Okay, Anima Squad 7 went up. Hopefully this is playable. More playable at least. It technically is playable, but like hard to play. Amp 4 went down. Oh, no, Amp 4 got better. You got extra amp. Oh, okay, wait, 4 amp is probably like, what the heck? Wait a second. 4 amp is crazy now. Wait a second. Wait a second. You just get a whole extra amp? Holy crap. And I think plus 5 armor on R is pretty good. I think it's useful. Huh. Yeah, I see why everyone needed a nerf. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, you don't even go 5 amp anymore, I'm pretty sure. You just play 4 amp plus like unit quality. I mean, because the big jump is like 3 to, because the big jump before used to be 4 to 5 was like a ton of extra value, but the big jump now being 3 amp to 4 amp is crazy for Defiri boards. Holy shit. This is insane. It's just like 4 amp anything you want. You just don't play like you can either not play Nidalee if you're not playing on Nitro. You can decide not to play Yumi if you're not playing around if you're playing around Nitro. Cool though. I mean, 5 is a ton of HP still, but like I think you don't have to do this, which is nice. Like, do you want to play Yumi on your board? You want to play like a Viego too, right? Before it would always be Yumi. Now it's probably a consideration. I like the this is like in the Nitro boards example. Like, or like, do you want to play a Nidalee or do you want to play a Viego too? It's like easier to drop that unit, like way easier to drop that unit. Um, yeah, we'll see. I mean, Yumi's only a 5 cost if you have items on her. Bastion 6 piece base armor and MR 70 to 75. Okay. Dynamo 4 piece mana regen buffed. Okay, Dynamo 2 did not get buffed. Someone told me Dynamo 2 got buffed. Dynamo 4 getting buffed is fine. Dynamo 2 getting buffed would have been crazy. Yeah, you're not screwed when it hits Mirror, which is big for sure. Dropping Nid 1 on like the strategist boards is pretty crazy. It depends on what, yeah, it depends on what kind of board you're playing. Exotech Flux Capacitor, AD 20 to 25. Marksman 4 piece AD went up. Well, wait, they're buffing Vanguard and Marksman? Did I miss something? Did I miss a unit change? Wait. I guess it's just is it to keep up with everything? I feel like that's kind of scary. Vanguard Marksmen are played every lobby right now. A little spooky. And Sentry Demon got a little bit worse. Fire 4 got better. Okay, and then just some bug fixes. Fixed the missing armory choice on the stage 3 variants of the put on split hacked encounter. If hacked encounter, big if true, stage 3 big carousel no longer has an extra unit, no item. Spelling is hard. Home carousel banner announcement is now spelled correctly. Yada yada yada. That's 3-star Kobuko wasn't doing damage, intended damage after rework. This is probably so sad for someone. They hit 3-star Kobuko and then it just shit the bed. No longer duplicates an item when used on a unit during combat with 2 stars up after combat. What the heck? People are putting in the Konami code. I think 5AD will help it a lot. I think it will help it a lot. Hopefully it'll matter. I mean, it's a what 25% buff on the AD it gives. Kobuko was a worse AP than 3-star Cho. Okay, so it was super bugged. Yeah, I think I'm a little bit worried about the state of Martian Vanguard. I feel like it might be too strong, but also a lot of things got stronger. So we'll see. I have a feeling that Martian Vanguard will be the go-to board for a lot of people next patch with the buffs without any Zaya nerfs or other thingy majigger nerf, which also unfortunately kind of pushes out 7 Anima as a line because everyone's gonna be pulling Leonas and Zayas. Yeah, the Martian plus 1 MF board is gonna be wild. We'll see tomorrow, I suppose, but that's my guess is that prize in the bag will likely be marksman, marksman Vanguard stuff. Might see a hotfix though if it ends up being crazy strong. Who knows? Thing is, like Vex and Street Demon are getting brought down like quite a bit. A lot of the resources that make them really strong, like the augments and stuff, are getting brought down. But Marksman Vanguard, I don't think got nerfed at all. Right? It just got kind of strictly buffed. I think it got kind of strictly buffed. This got, I mean, the 4-piece got a little bit of extra DR. It's not a huge buff for what it's worth, but it does matter. Extra DR, and then 4 Marksman got a little bit better. We'll see. We'll see. It'll be fine. I think Zeri boards will probably be able to compete. We'll see if I mean the stuff will still be playable. My initial guess though is that Martian Vanguard's gonna be a little bit strong, a little bit too strong. But all right, well, chat, that is gonna be it for me. Thank you for watching today.